Okay, peeps. Hope y'all are doing good in YouTube land. I've had a kind of a rough start to my morning. Don't ever put your arm against a hot rack out of the oven at 400 degrees. Trust me, it hurts. Okay, what we're doing today, that was just a little funny thing because I am a klutz. What we're doing today is we're making red hot apple butter. And what we've got here
25 cups?
is 25 cups of Mott's sugar-free applesauce. That's the lazy man's way of doing it. Apples are not in season yet, and I'm really at the point in my life where some things I cut corners with. This time I'm using this rather than buying apples and grinding them down and taking forever to do it. Okay, and in this we've got 12 cups of sugar, and we're going to slowly stir it in to this applesauce. The applesauce is completely unsweetened.
That's why we got so much sugar.
And that's why you have to use much sugar. Okay, we're getting in there. And it is such a beautiful day. God has blessed us greatly today with this day. I'm telling you, peeps, I love sunshine. That's why my kitchen is yellow. And my niece, Amy, is going to be painting it for me. And it's going to be sunshine yellow trimmed in green for the sun and the grass. And when you get depressed, if you've got a room in your house painted yellow and you're feeling depressed, go in and turn the light on and be in that room, and it's like you've got sunshine, and it'll help you with your depression. That's why I have one room in my house painted yellow. But
the kitchen's your favorite room in the house.
Yeah, my kitchen is my favorite room because I create recipes and I have to be able to try them. This is an old recipe. It's one that's been around for years. I found out about it in the 80s, and I love it. I do not like brown apple butter. Never did. But this, oh my gosh. You use red hots in it. I have 3 cups of red hots that's going to be added to this as well. And the red hots, oh my gosh, it makes them taste so good. It makes the applesauce. Applesauce ain't applesauce unless it's got red hots in it. Because like I said, I do not eat the brown. Now I've got my oven set on 400 degrees. I use gas. If you're using an electric oven, you'll have to kind of adjust that. But you're used to your oven, so you'll know if it's a little too hot. But I've got 3 tablespoons of cinnamon, and I'm going to add that to it. Put that in the dishwater. We have a sink full of dishwater so that we can do the dishes as we go. Now, cinnamon's hard to stir into anything. You just pretty much have to fold it in because it don't like being stirred in.
Yeah, it's, I can't think of the word for it, but people always do this thing where they're like, There's a video where somebody had a spoonful of cinnamon and they put it in water and pulled it out, and they like touched it and it was still dry, like the top layer went
Yeah.
off. It's like hydro something. Yeah, cinnamon's hard to mix into liquid.
But cinnamon has so many medicinal purposes. It's good for your blood pressure. It's good for your blood sugar. I mean, cinnamon's good for you. Now, red hot apple butter has a lot of cinnamon in it, but I wouldn't advise diabetics to eat more than a tablespoon of it.
Yeah, the 12 cups of sugar.
Yeah, because you got all this sugar in it. But
the red hots don't really make it super spicy, though.
Right. You think it's got a little bit of a pop to it, but
Kind of a kick.
it's really delicious. And I mean, I know that a lot of people do not like applesauce, and when it comes to the brown, I don't like it, because to me all you're tasting is cinnamon and apples, and that just don't cut it. I don't really eat a lot of fruit. I know I should. Dr. Bickford would be upset at me if she knew how little fruit I ate. Because fruit is good for you. But I don't eat as healthy as I should, but I eat things that I like. Okay, you can pour these in slowly. Not so fast, Jane.
They kind of just change.
Now, what will happen after I put it in the oven? The red hots is going to turn this red. It'll be just as red as the red hots.
Smell how strong it is.
God, it smells good. But you're going to have a full roasting pan, and you have to bake this. I don't know how long. I always just check it, and when it turns glossy, that's when you can it. But we will keep an eye. We'll set a timer. I know it takes at least 2 hours. And we're not going to make you listen to us babble on for 2 hours.
Or stare at the stove for 2 hours.
Or stare at that stove thinking, when's this going to be done? But we're going to put this in the oven, and then we're going to take a break. And we are going to also show you, some people have never done it. We're going to toast this. We got this at Walmart, and it's the best bread I've ever ate. It's a French something loaf.
I don't know what it is. Italian loaf.
Or Italian, not French. I'm sorry to any Italians out there. I did not mean to mess that up. But it's very good bread, and what I do is I cut it in half, and then I cut it in the middle so that you've got 2 sides, and I toast each side of it in butter on the stove. I just fry it, basically, until it's toasted.
Grilled cheese without the cheese.
Grilled cheese without the cheese, just like she said. I'm hoping that was enough red hots. We will know when we see it. After it's come to a boil and melted them. Okay.
And one of the hardest things about doing a cooking show is, like, normally, like, when I cook, I just kind of, like, okay, that looks like enough, or, oh, I need to add, like, I don't measure.
I was always raised, you use a gulp of this or a dollop of that.
I just don't measure. I just pour enough in there until it looks all right.
I wasn't raised with measuring cups and measuring spoons. And I've been suffering some depression this week because the 16th was my mother's birthday. and the 20th is the date of her death. And she was 74 and 4 days old when she died. And every year at this time, I have trouble articulating my thoughts, and I'm pretty much go into a deep depression. But I know God is with me, and I know that He comforts me. That's why I haven't completely lost it yet, because I lost my best friend when my mother died. She was always so proud of anything I did, whether it was something I cooked. Every song I wrote, I would call her and sing it to her. I used to have a good singing
Well, if
voice.
you're on the
still
channel,
is.
you've seen the 4 videos of singing.
Yeah,
or
those
singing.
4 videos are me when I was 26. My voice does not sound the same.
We'll put this in and we will be back.
We'll put it in and we'll be back in just a moment, but it's going to be at least a couple of hours.
Yeah. Oh, a couple hours for us and
no
time for them.
And a nanosecond for them. And our royal taste tester has arrived. What we have done is we have fried that bread in butter in a cast iron skillet. And it is so pretty and it's so good because I already had a piece.
Yeah, bring the plate over here.
And we're going to have Miss Tammy try this and see what she thinks.
Okay.
It's not fully apple butter yet. It's still kind of at a sauce.
Oh, I think it is.
It needs to bake maybe another 20 minutes.
Well, it sure smells good from the dry
Oh,
bread.
I love the smell. I wish we had smell-o-vision.
That's good.
Is that good?
Mm-hmm.
You haven't never had it, have you?
Red hot apple butter.
Well, we used to make applesauce growing up, and my mom would throw Red Hots in it, but not
Well,
this.
It's applesauce that you're turning into apple butter.
Sugar-free applesauce and then 12 cups of sugar.
Yeah.
Because there were 5
How much sugar?
jugs of
What?
applesauce. Did you put the other one in here?
It's on one.
How much applesauce? What?
Oh, this one, yeah. We had 5 of these.
5 of those.
5
and
of these and then 12 cups of, because it's sugar-free. 12 cups of sugar. 4 cups of Red Hots.
Oh, my.
Yes, we did have to add another cup of Red Hots, by the way. So it's 4 cups of Red Hots, not 3. It's been a while since I've made this.
Where do you even find 4 cups of Red Hots?
Honey,
Ashley
we had
ordered.
to order it online because you can't find Red Hots in any grocery store.
Well,
I have
we couldn't find them at JC or Walmart, so
I haven't
Ashley,
seen them for years,
Ashley went on Amazon and ordered like a big bag.
except in a little box.
We couldn't even find the boxes. We couldn't find nothing.
We couldn't find any Red Hots, and we looked.
So how much did this make?
Well,
Open shower.
Hold on.
And what are you going to do with it all?
I'm
Jars.
canning it.
Oh, did you show that on the camera? Oh my God.
Not yet, but we will when we pull it out. Is that not a lot of apple butter? But that will do us for a year.
Oh, at least. Well, you give it a
And
gift.
She's given a few of them away already.
I'm giving
She's already
2
promised.
to Dr. Bickford's office, 1 for the staff, and 1 for Dr. Bickford to take home.
And then she promised
So that her mom can taste
and
it.
then he promised the GI office of jar.
Are you on camera still?
Yeah, and we're going to take a jar with us. We're going to go ahead and can it.
There we go.
It is good, guys.
Enough. It is thick enough to go ahead and can. We might just go ahead and can it.
It is good.
I think it's delicious, and you know what it's good on?
Everything.
Pork chops.
Everything.
Okay, we're going to take it out, and we're going to can it. You can what?
Just go ahead.
That does not like to slide when it's got weight on it, does it? Okay, people. All you out there in YouTube land, I'm going to tell you, you're missing it. This stuff smells so good, you just want to dive in. Take a bath in it. But it got nice and glossy on top, and it was only in there for another half hour. So you're talking
on grits.
On what?
Grits.
Nurse Tammy says this would be good on grits.
Extra fried potatoes.
Start scooping.
My hands heat laid over. We need to pull that over a little bit farther so that it's not dripping. Hold on. And I'm all thumbs at the moment. Okay. Right there. Yeah. Okay. Now, here we go, peeps. We're putting this in jars, and she's going to put the lid on it. Now, it thickens up when it gets cold. And you just fill your jar up, put your cannon scoop on the other next jar, and let your fellow friend or aide or whatever, fellow canner, let them help you as much as they can. And this stuff is extremely hot. And you have to put it in the jars while it's hot so that it will seal.
Yeah, too bad we can't leave the camera long enough that they can
And
hear it.
if it does not seal, all you have to do is put the ones that did not seal into a kettle and turn it on, and it with water in it, and give it a hot bath in that until it won't pop till it's cooling. You'll do it for about, I think it's 15 minutes. And we've not got all pint jars, but we've got some that we're taking to friends, and we got to take some to Dr. Bickford. She may not eat meat, but she does eat sweets, I think. But this stuff is actually so good. And it's real good with hot buttered biscuits, homemade biscuits. And the way I do it a lot of times is I toast my bread like I did today, and I pour it over it.
It just looks perfect, doesn't it?
It does. And oh, it smells so good. Even Phyllis likes the way it smells, but she won't eat it because it's apples.
I like apples. Like soft.
This don't taste like applesauce.
The texture.
You and Ash and your texture
I like the
stuff.
mushy stuff.
That is a treat.
Is that not a treat and a half?
That's the best thing you've made.
Oh my God. She said it was the best thing I've made. And she loves my chicken tenders and mashed potatoes.
It really is.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna have that.
This,
It's the best.
I got a feeling there'll be a lot of you out in YouTube land trying this. It's not hard to do. We need the rest.
I'm going to take my half a piece with me because I've got to go.
You better.
That's excellent.
And
On a
then-
scale of 1 to 10, that's like 100. That is, you could market that.
Careful, it's really hot.
Yeah, you wanna
Hold it by the lid.
take this with you, and then you can bring it back.
Yeah, it's boiling.
Yeah, it is.
It'll be okay in my car because I got 2 more
Yeah.
stops to make.
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably.
Okay.
It'll probably seal while you're on your way to your next client.
All right.
Yeah, you'll hear a pop. Don't get scared.
Yeah, it ain't no gunshot.
Woo, if it busts open in my car, I'll.
Yeah.
Oh, it won't.
No,
Okay.
just the lid popping to seal it.
All right, on my way. That's excellent. That's the best thing I've had out of Kathy's kitchen, and
And
I would have never
where's
thought.
the jars?
Get the lid
And it's
off.
really just the color of kind of like strawberry
Oh, we gotta
jam.
get some more out.
It's yummy. Mm.
Well,
See,
I'm
I-
glad you love it.
Oh, it's the best. You could sell that for $20 a jar.
Oh yeah,
Alright, we'll do the rest off camera.
yeah. We're gonna do the rest
Because there's
off
still
camera.
a lot. There's like, I don't even know how many more cards there are.
Probably as many. I'm gonna do the rest of it in quarts, so
Or another 4 or
It'll
5.
at least 5 more.
Yeah.